It's about 20% up right now.
The Ace Fest is canceled.
I am not a big festival guy, but I bet you EDC is probably a lot more worth the money than this.
The Ace family, without a doubt, one of the biggest family YouTube channels. So why did Ace Fest go wrong? Because it was more like AIDS Fest.
We'll slow down with the YouTube.
Yes.
But we're gonna leave with a big bang, so.
And that big bang was meant to be Ace Fest, a festival made for kids and adults alike that was meant to light up the sky. So why did it go so wrong? Going right back to the beginning, I think this is rooted in how much money the event costed. Tickets to get inside Ace Fest range from $120 to $500. Bearing in mind, for the top music festivals, a 3-day run cost $305, whereas Ace Fest only ran for 1 day. To put this into context, the festival was mainly aimed at younger children and their parents, so this is just an outrageous price to be able to enter the event. It's generally ironic that the Ace family are ending how they started by scamming their audience, but I think we also need to look at how they have branded this event. The official social media account for this event has a shockingly low 950 followers, and with only 9 posts on the account is pretty poor. The majority of these posts were teasing the lead up to the day itself, so there was just no real promotion for this event. However, the day before this event, they tried to clutch at straws to promote it by saying it was cancelled.
Tomorrow for the event. But before we head back to Palmdale, I wanted to give Kathy a little bit of anxiety. And the best way to do this is, while she's getting ready, I'm going to just text her saying that the Ace Fest is cancelled.
This caused mass hysteria, with hundreds of videos being posted about this topic. It had achieved what the Ace family wanted it to, and that was to promote the event. But what it didn't do was be able to secure more ticket sales. This YouTube user put, "The only reason I'm excited about Ace Fest is to see what a disaster Ace Fest is going to be. Plus, I'm never going to pay $500 or whatever the stupid price was for a bunch of rides that look like I'll be murdered on them." Another user stated, "We all kind of expected something like this. I feel sorry for the parents of the little kids that spent over $500 for a less than church carnival." I think it's pretty safe to say that the marketing for this event didn't go as planned, but what about the day itself? While footage taken from a fellow commentator called Atotsi shows how bare this event was and how many people actually showed.
There's 100 or 200 people in line, I would say, to meet them. And I mean, they all paid $500 a pop, or well, it was $500 for, I don't know how many tickets, 3 tickets?
The majority of people turned up to meet the Ace family rather than go on any of the rides that were provided. Footage taken away from the meet and greet show how bare this place actually was. Footage taken from the Ferris wheel also shows how little people there actually were here.
Same exact location, there's a big festival called the Antelope Valley Summer of Soul Festival. Same location, same time. Admission costs $15. Ace families is $100 per ticket, and you have to buy a minimum of 3.
Right.
It's at the same exact spot. Here you can see when they were touring the fairgrounds. Same building. There's no question about it. It's definitely, they're selling tickets to the Summer of Soul Festival.
Sure would appear
marked up
that way.
about 5 or 6 times.
Yep.
Because they're talking about how we're gonna have free prizes, free games, all these rides. And we're like, the economics of that make no sense. So basically what they're doing is reselling tickets to this event, which is a large festival, marked up like a gajillion times.
Taking all of this into consideration, it's clear to see Ace Fest was just one last scam pulled off to grab more money from their audience. I guess they needed to pay the debts for social gloves off somehow. Every piece of footage provided comes from people who want to make content off of this, and it's generally hilarious to say the majority of content creators make up the majority of the crowds of people. With food being overpriced and priced at all, with things falling over and getting destroyed, and even pictures of Gib placing on balloons, and a person even getting kicked out.
Might have something to do with
celebrity news, gossip.
Oh, that's bad. Oh,
TMZ.
it's just gossip. Oh, okay. Maybe just shitting on people.
Alright,
Right?
see you later.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say this event was just an overhyped carnival.